I think it's kind of poetic that Emergent Structures was born in Savannah, because Savannah is historical, quirky, and vibrant. Diversity is a big part of what Emergent Structures celebrates. We have people coming from all corners of the world. Emergent Structures' mission is to revitalize a culture of reuse. It starts within the construction and demolition industry. The idea is that we can transform the way people see the potential of waste. Emergent Structures started with a conversation with engineers and city planners around a redevelopment project in Savannah, Georgia, of a neighborhood that had originally been built in 1943 for shipbuilders, and over the years had become a challenged neighborhood. I had asked if we could put together a team to creatively reimagine how those buildings could be deconstructed. Would they be interested? And the answer was yes.
We mandated that 25% of all materials used on site must be landfill diverged. And Brian Quigley with NorSouth was really a champion of trying to integrate some of the opportunities of the on-site materials back into the buildings.
The ceiling joists, the roof decking, and some of the brick would be the primary targets. And then we were stuck with, how do you use that material? It was part of the structural integrity of the original building, and it went back in and became part of the structural integrity of the new building.
When they mentioned, well, we're going to save some of the lumber, I said, great, because I've seen a couple other buildings that went up, and none compared to this one. The building that it came from was over 30 years old. They planed it down, refurbished it, and certain areas, they put the flooring. This is what I'm looking for the rest of the community.
We have some residents that lived out at Strathmore Estates pretty much all their lives. They were glad to see the old go away, but they're so appreciative of the new wood floors and things like that were recycled. It gives them that good feeling, that warm, fuzzy feeling.
I love it. I love it. You can't beat it. You can't beat it.
Once I could get out of that mindset and take a step back and realize that everything that happened in this area, from environmental sustainability, community connectivity, to just the overall feel of what East Savannah was really much bigger than just that 44 acres.
Savannah Gardens was our very first project, and it was the perfect example of how you take a large-scale redevelopment and systematically figure out how you can reuse materials on-site, and if you can't use them on-site, how you can contribute those materials to different projects around the town.
We have developed the ability to really look at a site and being able to take those ideas we got from this project and kind of translate that into other properties within Savannah.
The opportunities that cities have for really reducing waste and how they do that in a collaborative way throughout the community, there are really limitless possibilities right now. We have a 26% poverty rate here in Savannah, which has existed for 30 years. That also translates into housing challenges. Clearly we have this need where the built environment needs to continually be rehabilitated. Emergent Structures is really, I think, leading the way in the country for how that could be done differently.
In a lot of our projects, there's a pretty high degree of uncertainty. We are asking architects to design around materials rather than design something and then get materials for them. We make it happen so people can see it. Once they see it, they understand that it can happen, and then they start thinking, what else could happen? And that's when we know we've got a good conversation going on.